Guys, I'm back. Please don't be mad. I thought that the job that I was working on, I thought that they would wrap me earlier in the week. So that's when I put out that message that my reviews are coming this week, and that didn't happen. They needed me to shoot more scenes. So I literally just wrapped today. I still have like my some of my set makeup on. My hair is a mess. They put all kinds of product in my hair to give me some weird kind of hairstyle, and I'm just a mess. But I didn't want to wait any longer because you guys, this is too long. It is. It's too long. I've missed you guys. I wanted to talk to you guys. We have been talking back and forth on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. You guys are amazing for keeping me in the loop, and I totally apologize for bringing this to you so late. But again, if I'm not here, it's because I'm booked and busy. I'm getting a coin. That's the only reason why I will ever miss a review for you guys, because I love doing this. I love you guys, and I've missed you so much. So let's get into it. So did you see how quickly Kristen turned on Cece to side with the Mean Girls? I told y'all from jump, she wants to be a part of that clique. She wants to be a part of the cool clique. She wants to be a part of the clique of girls that have been doing this show since the beginning. She is distancing herself from Cece because Cece is not playing the game, and Kristen wants this check for whatever reason. And we do know that when these girls get on reality TV, is to get a coin, to get on their own 2 feet, and to get out of a relationship that is not serving them well. I'm not saying that's the situation with Kristen, but I am saying that it has happened on other reality TV shows where the women get on these shows just to get out of a bad relationship. It's been on this show as well. I'm not saying that's her situation. I'm just saying it does have some weight to it. That's all. Stay woke. But also, Cece needs to be able to stand on her own 2 feet. She can't expect Kristen to be her bodyguard, and she can't keep on running away from situations when it gets too difficult. The issue with Cece is that she don't know how to handle herself in a group of girls like this. You know what I mean? It happens sometimes with women with non-black women who date black men who have an idea of the culture from like television or, you know, music or whatever, and they think that this is how we are, so they dress a certain way, they use certain slang incorrectly, and then they get around us and they don't know what the hell is going on because it's not like the movies, right? And I feel like this is the situation with Cece. Like, she's never been around women like this, and she doesn't know how to conduct herself. So even if she's confronted in a situation, she thinks she's being attacked and she flees, and it becomes something bigger. Then the women get pissed off because they're just like, I was just trying to talk to you, but because I'm talking to you with a certain way, in a certain tone, with a certain dialect, you're feeling like you're attacked and you're running from situations. And so it's just doesn't look good. And I feel like this should be Cece's first and last season, because I don't think that she meshes well with the ladies. I don't think that she gets it. I think that she is far too meek to be in a group with women who can get aggressive. If you don't know how to handle it, I think you need to bounce. And that's how I feel about Cece. Unfortunately, I just don't think that she can handle it. You know what? And forgive me if this is your pastor, but I am always weary of pastors who are readily available for reality TV show spots. I'm always like, Pastor, when you're on this show getting your nose powdered on Basketball Wives, who's running the congregation? You know what I mean? If that is your calling, that is your job. You're going around doing these reality TV show spots, selling books and all kinds of stuff. Who's leading the congregation? The next pastor in charge? A guest pastor? We didn't sign up for them. We signed up for you. You better go get your flock. I thoroughly disagree with Malaysia. I do not feel like Cece is throwing Kristen under the bus. I feel like Cece wants Kristen to protect her because she feels like Kristen can deal with these girls a bit better. And I think that's unfair, but I don't think that she's throwing her under the bus. I think that Kristen is distancing herself from Cece because Cece is not playing the game, and Cece feels that, so she's pulling on her friend extra hard, like more than she normally would probably in situations like this. So I don't think that she's throwing her under the bus. I just think that she sees her friend moving farther away from her, and she feels very desperate in a time, and she feels like she needs the more of her. But Kristen is like, listen, I'm trying to set myself up to win. If you don't want to play the game, fine. I'm cutting you out, and I'm moving forward, and I'm getting my coin. I can't hate on that. You know what I mean? I can't hate on nobody getting a coin, because that's why I ain't been here. I'm trying to get a coin, okay? You got to do what you got to do. I'm not hating on that, but I don't think that she's throwing her under the bus, and I think that Malaysia needs to back out of that before Kristen snaps and comes for her. The mean girls don't side with Malaysia too much because Malaysia has her own mind. And that might get tricky for her and Kristen when Kristen is not using her own mind. She's following because she wants to be a part of something. So if it even takes Kristen coming at Malaysia, I think that may happen because this girl wants it bad. The day that Tami stands up to Shawnee is going to be her last day on the show, and I cannot wait. Here's why. I think that it is going to be just a monumental moment. I think that Tami is going to spill so much tea. I think she is going to give the longest and the best reads and drags of her time on this show. I think it's going to be one for the books. And that is going to be on her last day, her last season on this show. And VH1 will air it. Because although this is Shawnee's show, she's one of the EPs, VH1 owns it, okay? So if the network wants to keep Tami dragging Shawnee for filth, oh, it's staying on the show. Baby, I can't wait for that day. I'm through OG sitting up in that confessional on her full cultural regalia. She is letting these girls know. OG, I love it. And I'm telling you, I have been in so many fights in my comment section about OG. Drag Race and Basketball Wives, the subscribers and viewers of this show are so emotional. I have been in so many arguments, but what I love about it is that we like family. We snatch wigs, we get into it, and then at the end, I respect you and I love you and all this stuff. We're so sweet. I'm telling you, it reminds me of me and my sisters because like when I get into it with y'all, like I've never had to like block or get rid of anybody. It's always like towards the end, we've always been able to like come together and just be like, you know what? Agree to disagree. Still love you, girl. And I love that about you guys because that makes me, it also makes me feel good because I feel like I'm cultivating or I'm putting out the right energy to get people like-minded people or like energy people, if that makes any sense. Because I'm not getting what I see on other channels. Like some people, it's just like the comment section is scary. But here, it's so wonderful. It really, really is. Because even when you disagree, it has such a happy ending. And that's what I love about it. And I feel like that's because of me, in a way. You guys too, but I feel like I'm giving out the right kind of energy. And that's what I want to do with my work. I want to give out the right kind of energy. I want to attract the right kind of people for me in this journey of life. And I want to make sure that I'm putting out something that can be received well. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the person who is just like putting out some dark energy and getting dark subscribers and views in my comment section. I don't want that. I don't want that. You go somewhere else, not here. Said all that to say, I love y'all and thanks for sticking with me. Let's keep on going. OG's mama reminds me of that lady that's in that viral meme. Okay, next question. I can't do the accent. I'm not even going to try to. But you know who I'm talking about. I think I want to put the gift here, but it's okay. Next question. I swear I was looking at OG's mama like, is that? Like squinting. Because it was so, like, just look at it and let me know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below because I feel like that's the same woman. Okay. Now y'all know I love Tami. And Evelyn has not been my favorite this season, but Tami, I'm going to need for you to own up to your messiness. You are being messy here. You are being slick. You are being spiteful. Here is why. Tami, first, got a problem with Jen's loyalty to Evelyn because they were on the outs before and her and Jen got close. Now that Jen and Evelyn are back together, Jen is closer to Evelyn because at the end of the day, they have a friendship that's strong. You know what I mean? For them to be able to move past the nightmare that Evelyn was to Jen and be where they're at today, listen, that's whatever bond they got is strong. It's stronger than the bond that Jen has with Tami. And I think Tami is pissed off about that because she doesn't like the things that Evelyn is saying about her, and Jen won't come at her in her defense, and that's what she wants. But I just feel like that friendship is stronger, and I think Tami knows that, and that bothers her, right? She also has a problem with Shawnee in her mind thinking that she's closer to Evelyn than she is with Tami. And Tami is like, I've known you longer. We've been friends longer. Remember, they met on a different level. Shawnee and Evelyn met when Evelyn was just like a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Shawnee and Tami were wives when they met. So they were on a totally different level in their friendship and in their status. So their relationship was a lot different than Shawnee and Evelyn. And I think Tami's issue is the fact that we met on a wife level. You're being more loyal to a chick that started off as a girlfriend. Oh, she's still not a wife. Ooh. You know, in that world, it matters. So that's her thing. She's like, you're giving all this loyalty to a girlfriend, and I met you on a wife, like, I met you at a wife level. We've been here. She was here with you, but you're being more loyal to her. That's a problem. Because you're sitting and laughing at jokes about me, but you won't laugh at jokes that I make about her. Even Shawnee said it herself. She said that Tami was insulting Evelyn. But when Evelyn was doing that impersonation of Tami, Shawnee was getting her whole life. So that's another problem that Tami has. And also, Tami has never gotten over non-factor. She has never gotten over that. That thing was viral. If that would have happened today, oh my goodness, she would have to leave the universe, okay? It would be everywhere. She was made to feel like a fool, not just in that moment, but the entire season. Evelyn dragged her wigs, her style, everything, and Tami really came in new, wanted to be close to these girls, and I guess she watched the show back and was humiliated and never really got over that. And to be honest, how could you? You know, because it's always, you always have that reminder there. So you have to consciously be like, you know what, I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to listen to these things, but there's this TV show reminder of it. So I can understand that, but Tami played for so long like she was cool with Evelyn, but she never really was. She never really was, because all it takes is Evelyn making fun of her walk for Tami to just go cray-cray. Especially when Evelyn made fun of her and her wigs. That took that girl back. And VH1, even them shady editors on the show, even showed the clip of that when Tami first came on, and how Evelyn was making fun of her looks. So I just feel like this was something that was building up in Tami. It never really was dealt with. So whenever it was built up and they got to a point where they said, we're going to squash it, I think it just stopped. But when all that stuff started happening with Evelyn doing her walk and talking about her wig, it started to layer on again, and now it's just exploding. She then sat down and conducted this plan about exposing Evelyn to Shawnee. And honey, although I don't agree with how Evelyn is acting this season, I don't agree with the comments that she made about Tami. I just cannot sit here and say that it is okay for Tami to bring up a rumor that she heard a year ago when Jen and Evelyn were on the outs, and bring it up now in this moment. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't look like it slipped out. It looks like you meant to say that, and even in your confessionals, you're so sly and just like calmly getting your life that this woman is being exposed. Whether Evelyn did it or didn't do it, it doesn't matter. The fact is, if you knew this and Shawnee was your girl, you should have brought it up then. You releasing it now just seems like you're doing it as a get back and not because you want to protect your friend. Sorry, Tami, you are my favorite, but I gotta be honest. OG, sis, you gotta help me. Help me help you. I ride for you every week, okay? I be fighting all these haters in my comment section over you. You gotta help me. You can't sit up in your confessionals in these dynasty wigs and think I'm going to defend them every freaking episode, because I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll come at them if they're coming at you for stuff that is just ridiculous. This wig, how can you not say something about it? I'm writing for you and I'm commenting on it. I need you to step it up. Why didn't you use the wigs from Malaysia's, that wig thing that she put together for you? I thought the wigs you tried on looked really good. Why didn't you listen to that? Sis, I can't, because I feel like even if I defend this wig, it's going to be World War III in my comment section. And listen, God is in the blessing business and he is blessing me. And I don't feel like going there right now. So up these wigs, sis, so I don't have to go through this anymore. I can't. I'm not defending that wig. I'm not. Do better. Or that freaking new lipstick without a liner. Come on, OG. Help me. Okay. So yeah, let's stick with OG for a minute, because I just saw that scene with her and her boyfriend and her discussing marriage. Sis, it doesn't seem like he's ready for marriage or to even, let's be real here, be faithful. You know what I mean? Because when you started talking about marriage, sis, he hid his face in shame. Why are you hiding, boo? What's going on? The cameras are already here, so why are you like acting weird about her mentioning marriage? I think you should be wise and milk this relationship for all it's worth and then move on to, can we be real, a white guy? Get a white man. That's the only. I'ma stop. But they love them white boys. They love. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, let's move on. Tami, I don't feel like Tami should even be doing this. Let's say something nice to each other and get things out in the open and move forward. Because I just feel like she's just been conniving this episode. So for her to even do something like this is just. It's counterproductive of her meeting with the pastor to do something like this after you've mentioned this whole situation to Shawnee and you got her all up in emotions because she doesn't know what the rumor is, and then to have these ladies sit down and say things nice about each other. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. It doesn't seem like it's coming from the right place, the pure place. It just, I don't know. It seems like storyline at this point, storyline to make yourself look good, but you've already done something that is just ugly. So I'm just like, girl, don't even do this whole thing. Because listen, I will say this, it was nice up until we got to the drama. But I love the fact that Shawnee apologized to Malaysia because I didn't like what she said to her last season. I also didn't like that she said it being one of the EPs of the show. That was horrible to say. It was completely disrespectful. And I felt like in that moment, Malaysia deserved an apology. So I'm glad that she finally got it from Shawnee. And I felt like it was the real deal. I felt like that apology came from her heart. And it was necessary. It was needed. It's late, but it's on time. I'll take it. I also like what Jackie said to Evelyn. I think that Jackie does want to move on with Evelyn. But the thing is, sis, you barking up the wrong tree. Evelyn don't want to move forward with you. Jackie let it go. But again, like I said before, Jackie is the type of person who likes being liked. When people do not like her, it bothers her to the point where she will put her own disrespect aside to make the other person happy so that they can like her. And this situation with her and Evelyn is going to bother her because Evelyn is not going to budge. She is the type of person who will hold a grudge to the end of time. So I'm like, girl, you got to let it go. Y'all never going to be friends. Not on Evelyn's part. So let it go. Then we get to this rumor. When Jackie pulled up her glasses to show Shawnee her tears. Oh, I can't. Jackie has to stay on the show. You know what I mean? I can't. Her being gross is bothersome, but she's just funny. She is just funny. Because this is the thing. I've been watching this show since the beginning. Shawnee is being real here in this moment. She is really hurt. She is really, really bothered by it. To the point where all the ladies at this point are shook. And Jackie doesn't want to get involved because, again, she likes being liked. So she don't want to say the rumor when she's already trying to build an unbuildable bridge with Evelyn. So she don't want to say who said it. But Shawnee's just like, somebody needs to tell me something. Basically, like, what's going down? So, Evelyn, I'm not in it. I'm not a part of it. Child. That even if they were outdoors and it got silent. The look on Evelyn's face, man, it reminded me of the Real Housewives of Atlanta moment when they were like, who said that? Who said? Child, when she realized that it was about her, even Jen was giving me who said that. She was like, what? I fast on? Because, you know, Jen gives like this New York, Jersey accent at random times. But baby, when Malaysia pulled her to the side, this is how I know. Listen, I'm inclined to believe this rumor because of Jen's reaction to it. Here's why. When Malaysia pulled her to the side and said, oh, they're talking about you. And the rumor is about what you said about Evelyn when y'all weren't cool. And when Jen realized what the rumor was, her soul left her body. Them contacts flipped up. I mean, them straight edges got curly. she just, like, she couldn't even breathe. And then she looked to the side, and then she just finally breathed and just collapsed into herself and turned around because she knew she was going to have to face this rumor. And this is the problem with being messy. When you sit and talk about people and you tell everybody's business, it comes back to you. That's why the people who mind their business live the longest, have the most money, their skin is the shiniest, they have the best kind of relationships, and nobody wants to fight them. Why? Because they mind their business. But the messy people just have horrible lives. Jen, Exhibit A. Oh, Lord. Then when Jen told the rumor to Shawnee and Jackie, she is hilarious. I can't stand her at times, but she is hilarious because that was me. That was me in that situation because Shawnee didn't even say nothing. Like, she just took it in, and I was just like, if these cameras weren't here, she would have left that EP title to the side, and she would have beat everybody on that roof up. Not Tami though. Tami got them hands. Tami got them hands. Malaysia too. Compton, Malaysia. Don't let her meekness fool you. She got them hands. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm inclined to believe this because the reactions, these were not produced reactions. This was the real deal. So basically that's where it ends. And baby, next week is going to be a scene. I am filming, right? I'm filming another project next week. Guys, I'm going to try my best to get it to you the next day, the review to you by Tuesday. If I don't get it to you Tuesday, I will do my best to get it to you that week or the weekend, whichever works best for me. But I'll probably try to get it to you by Tuesday because I don't want to miss it. And I can't stay off of social media for that long. I've tried to stay off of social media for like 24 hours for Drag Race, and it's been very difficult. So I'm going to try to get it up to you as soon as possible because we have to talk, especially when Tami was just like, oh, you lied on Chad. Listen, Tami, whoo, you started off so good on this season, sis. You going down a slippery slope. A slippery slope. I hope you can get yourself back up right again because this right now, this is not cute. Anyway, I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for sticking with the sister, contacting me, and letting me know that you want me to get in front of this camera because you miss me. Totally appreciate it. And if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next week for the following episode of Basketball Wives. Love ya.